All right, so I'm down here in my office. It's Friday, and gonna do a little bit of work. I've got a couple videos I need to edit for this channel, and a video I have to edit from the gaming channel, and I gotta edit some short form. It's very scaled back. It's weird because for me this is a very scaled back video in this particular space, but compared to the rest of what I've been uploading, this is actually like done up really well. The audio is gonna actually sound decent. Man, I had a couple shorts that have been doing really great on YouTube, and I'm really wrestling because my TikTok stuff is so hit or miss with what does well. So I think I'm gonna start doing more like turning my camera sideways and doing short form content on TikTok just to see how that does. Because it's TikTok has been so hard for me to crack. Like I was in a good rhythm earlier this year, but now it's I don't know, dude. I got to figure out what's changed with TikTok. But down here this morning, I've got a thing I got to go to at 11:30. But just gonna try and get some editing done. I need to study my YouTube analytics. I need to see like what's going well on YouTube, what's not, what kind of stuff is pushing to my content, and try to be more intentional with the content I create. I uploaded this short. Well, I've got uploads, whatever. A few nights ago, I did a bunch of editing. Once I was done streaming, I was up to like 1, which I know for a lot of people isn't very late, but for me that's pretty late. And I edited a bunch of stuff and then scheduled it for like the next 4 or 5 days on the gaming channel. This channel is a lot harder to make content for because I haven't figured out what kind of content pops best on this channel. So I uploaded this video or a bunch of videos, and one of them was this like advice for like someone in chat said, do you have advice for someone about to enter their 20s? I turned 20 in just a couple months. And so I just gave some advice. I gave some good advice, just said like work on yourself, invest in yourself. I spent so much, talk about how I spent so much of my 20s trying to be what I thought others needed to be, what I thought others needed to be what I, that's hard to say. I spent so much of my 20s trying to be what I thought others needed or wanted me to be, and I just didn't invest in myself enough. So I'm like trying to figure out who am I in my 30s. And the clip kind of flopped on TikTok. Whatever. I didn't expect it to go well, man. TikTok, I can't ever tell what's going to go great on TikTok. So I kind of just do everything. To me, TikTok is such a valuable, great way to grow your platform. But it can kind of also be a little bit of a flop. Like I'm never confident about what's actually going to grow and pop on TikTok. Cause I've had videos that I thought were going to flop and then they like perform really well on TikTok. And then I have videos that I invest a lot of time in for TikTok and they get to TikTok and they flop. So I have no idea. I've got to, I guess, watch some videos on how to do TikTok. I've just been spending so much time because to me, YouTube is one of the most viewed websites. I think it's like the second most viewed website in the world. So to me, I've just been investing so much time in learning how YouTube works because I see YouTube as such a, like everyone all over the world watches YouTube. Not everyone watches TikTok. So I see YouTube as such a valuable investment of time and energy. But this dude commented, and I'm gonna pull this up because it was kind of funny. And I don't know, man. I go both ways. I don't know about you guys. I like to engage with all the comments if I can. And when someone's like popping off at me about something, I'll kind of fire back. Like the trolls come in to troll, and I'll troll them back. But I got this one comment where this dude said, bro is 30 with 200 subs. Don't listen to this guy. And I kind of laughed at it because at one point in time that would have really like ticked me off. It's like he's qualifying my ability to speak into advice as a person who's been through their 20s based off my sub count. So I just commented back. I said, had no idea sub count contributed that much to life experience, but not sure I can trust input from a guy with 7 subscribers and no videos. And so like I go to look at I want to look at the person's profile because it's almost always the Minecraft kids that are so salty in the comments. And so this dude has 7 subscribers. He's got a picture of his feet on the dashboard of his car. So he's probably on like 15 years old. And he's got privated videos, which reinforces to me that the dude's probably only like 15, 16 years old because they're probably school projects. And there was a time where it would have really like ticked me off, and it does kind of bother me, but that's why I kind of engage and troll back because I just like, what's like, dude, seriously, like what do you have to gain from like fighting and fussing online? Um, and someone else commented on, I posted a clip where I like fire a shotgun and then I whip out I fire a sniper shot and then I pull out a shotgun to finish the kill. And someone commented, "Blue don't know what a combo is." So I fire back and I'm just like, "Yo, imagine trying to insult someone, but you can't spell." And so some other dude jumped in and said, "Ever heard of a typo or a mistake?" Like, I want to I'm gonna probably pop back and say, "Ever heard of just not commenting on a video you don't like?" Um, because I want people to like. I spent so much of my life being a pushover. Like I would just let people walk all over me, and I still do sometimes to be real, but I'm trying not to do that anymore. So when I have the opportunity or it's needed, where I need to stand up and say something, I'm trying to do that more because I value myself more than I think I used to. Maybe we're working on it, but I guess it's just funny to me that like people are so bored and lonely or whatever that they just like all they have to do is just to get on here on YouTube, these kids, and just like be little tool bags. Like, dude, go play a video game, man. Like, and I have no problem if someone wants to fire off at me, like that's great. Like, go off, do your thing. But just like be able to back it up. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna like crap on my parade, like do a better parade. And that's where I get frustrated with some of this stuff. And that's where I'm guilty of this too. Like I'll admit it. Where like I'll complain about and there is value in having an opinion and critiquing something. But when you just always crap on someone else's parade, but you have no ability to create a parade, like how much weight does your opinion carry? Like if I were to go into an accounting firm, that's not a good example because I've done some accountant work unofficially. If I were going to go into like a law firm and like crap all over how they practice law, right? How they do their court cases, and just tell them you guys are crappy lawyers. You don't do crap. You're terrible. You all make $500,000 a year for nothing. You're crappy lawyers. Like I have no experience as a lawyer, so does my opinion really carry weight? Or like as like a content consumer, like how much does my opinion carry weight as a viewer and consumer of someone's content? Like this was a boring video, there wasn't much to this video. That's one thing. But then to like go in and say, "Oh, you're terrible at this, you're terrible at that." Like I don't know, man. Just like what weight does your opinion carry? And at the same time, like I do this, but I also get salty about people that do it to me. So I'm trying to be like aware of like what kind of comments. So generally, I don't leave if I don't like a video, I'm not gonna like waste my time watching. If I'm watching a video and it sucks and I'm not entertained, I'm just gonna click past it. I'm gonna scroll past it. Or I'm gonna go hit the back button, go back to the search tab, whatever. If I don't like a video, like I feel no need to interact or engage with it. Like the fact that I watched it but didn't engage communicates to the creator that yeah, you had views but you didn't have engagement. So views, and that's the thing is like engagement is one of the things that I'm really trying to work on and invest in is I don't want to just have videos that have millions and millions of views. I want videos that have millions and millions of views and videos that have like a crap ton of engagement. Like I can't even think off the top of my head like what a good engagement would be, like number would be 50% engagement. So 1 million views, 500,000 either comments or likes or whatever. I'm fine with a dislike because a dislike is engagement. It probably hurts the algorithm, but man, there's so many people that get on here and they just expect creators to be pushovers, and then they get butthurt when a creator fires back and like pushes back. And I haven't gotten into it's been a while. I've had a couple videos where like they really wanted to go back, and finally I was just like, "Yo, have a great day, man. Peace and love." But I also do it in a way where like I try to respond to these in such a way to show I'm not a pushover, but I'm just trying to have fun. And like I want to make better videos. So like sure, come at me and tell me, "Hey, your editing was kind of mid. You should try doing this. You should try that." But when you come in and say like your opinion has no weight because you have 200 subscribers. Bro, I got 210 by the way. Okay. On that channel. We won't talk about this channel's subscriber count. But I don't know, man. I get so frustrated with these nerds online. But that's it for today's vlog, man. I'm a dip out. But here's the point. Bottom line, don't be a pushover, but be bold, be humble, but don't be a pushover. So yeah, if you got some feedback or you think I'm full of crap, leave a comment. Otherwise, if you were like, hey, this was actually good advice for a guy with 84 subscribers, hit the like, subscribe. We're doing these daily vlogs. I think this is day 11 or 12. Crap, I gotta count. But we'll see you in the next one. All right, peace, baby.